If you're feeling like you are in a rut with zero time up your sleeve to work on your graphic design business, this podcast is for you. Welcome to the Design and Prosper podcast, episode 62.
Hello and welcome to the Design and Prosper podcast. We're so happy you are here. We're talking all things time management today and that frustration that keeps coming up. And we often notice a theme for a month, and it's like this problem that comes up on repeat with all the designers we speak to.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And this month is I haven't got any time to work on my business. I'm in a rut. I'm not moving forward. I feel like a rat in a cage. I'm just going around and round and round and round and round in circles. I can't get going. And my client work is taking over and I never get a chance to actually work on my business, to do the things that I need to do to get moving forward.
It's astounding how many times we've had this conversation this very week. It's been an ongoing conversation that we're having where it's all about finding the time to pop your CEO hat on and work on your business. We talked about time management in podcast number 13, I think it was, how to be a graphic design time management boss. It's a great episode, so check it out if you haven't heard it yet. That's where we unpacked many different time management techniques. So we'll pop the link to that podcast in the show notes. But this is about actually prioritizing your time as a CEO and putting your business first. So that's what we want to talk to you today. So we're going to pop our coaching hats on and we're going to talk to you about how to do this moving forward, how to make your business a priority, really say my business is the priority and be non-negotiable. So we want to challenge you to make achieving your dreams your priorities. So what's it going to take?
Yeah, let's unpack the ways to get you moving forward today. That's what we want. So first thing that we wanted to talk about was, and this is something that we've noticed a lot of designers don't do, is to allow your business, your beautiful, precious design business, to get the best of you. Not the dribs and drabs, not the sloppy seconds. Your business should get first dibs. And what we mean by that is the best of the energy that you have to bring to the business, the best of your time. So what is that for you? Because we're all individual. Your ideal time might be 8 o'clock in the morning where you're just on fire and everything, all the ideas and thoughts are coming in. Or it might be later on in the day for you, or you might be a night owl. So figure out when your best time is and give that to your business. Because we give, all too often we give our best time to our clients.
Yeah. And then we're sitting down at the end of a really long day. Let's say you're on fire in the morning. And then you go, okay, now I've got to get to my business. I've got to get some promotional work done. I've got to do some posts and I've got to let people know where I am and who I am and how I can transform their lives. And then you're sitting down, you're like, oh, I'm just wiped. I'm so wiped. Come on, dig deep. And you're trying to then work on really strategic, conceptual decisions for your business in order to really transform your business and elevate you to your audience. And it's like you've got no puff left. You're there going, oh, that'll do. Haven't we all done that? Oh, it'll do. But you would never, ever do that for a client. You would never sit there and go, oh, that'll do, whatever. So we've got to make sure that we're treating our own business with the same level of respect and love that we would treat a client's business, and really honor it by giving it that time of the day where you are pumping on all cylinders, where your brain is switched on and you're excited to be there and the work comes easily. That's another thing Kris and I talk about all the time. We know we are on when we're flowing. Things are flowing with ease. So we know we're really off in the afternoons for Kris and I. We sort of get there and we're like, this is so hard. It's taking twice as long. We're getting stuck. To articulate an email, it's dragging on. So we know that that's the time that we need to maybe pause and think about other things that we can be doing in our business, because we don't really want to give that to either our clients or ourselves. So we want to create a balance in our business where we're sharing that best of us with ourselves and with our clients. So everyone's winning.
Yeah. Because what I said before about giving the best of you to your business and not just your clients. I might have said not your clients, but yeah, it's definitely we're giving the best of ourselves to our clients because, we want that beautiful repeat business, and that's only going to happen if the standard of your work is consistently beautiful all the way through and consistently strategic. But what we can do is be a bit more strategic about our time. We can make the time you work on your business non-negotiable. We can ensure that it's slotted into your calendar at a time where you are at your optimal working capacity, where you are firing on all cylinders. We can also schedule things in our slower times, when all the cogs aren't quite turning as loosely and freely and, you're not getting those insights. That's a really good time to do some perhaps more mechanical tasks. Like, have you
The
got,
tedious stuff. Yeah.
have you got a website to populate? Have you got, there's always things that we have to do as designers that don't require that same level of brain strain, that conceptual strategic thought. And working on your business, doing the CEO work is strategic work. It takes calories, it takes brain calories, it takes energy and effort. And you need to be able to show up with that energy and effort every time you do it.
Yeah, absolutely. The next thing that we want to share with you is when it comes to moving the needle with your design business, we want you to eat the frogs first. So we've talked about this before in the past. We talk about this great little book by Brian Tracy called Eat That Frog, funnily enough.
When it comes to the concept of eating that frog, what we tend to do is we tend to prioritize the easy tasks, those really feel good tasks first, or those shiny things. Like it might even be for you something like doing a little animation for Instagram. You go, oh, I really want to play with that because it's creative and it's really fun. But what we want you to do is make sure you're doing the tasks that feel a bit challenging first. So the whole concept of the Eat That Frog book is that if you were to wake up in the morning and one of the tasks that you had to do in your day is to eat a frog, you'd be better off eating it first. Otherwise, you'd be better off getting that out of the way, eating the frog, so that you're not torturing yourself by thinking about it all day long. The same applies to your business tasks. You are way better off getting through those challenging tasks. And honestly, sometimes the CEO stuff, like sitting down and working out your forecast and your budget for the month, things like that can feel like a big frog. And you can put it off and put it off and put it off and put it off, and then it doesn't happen. Or you try and do it when you're really tired at the end of the day, and then it's really not going to happen. So eating that frog first is about doing those things that might feel a little bit heavy, like creating a new email lead magnet or setting up some sort of promo that you're going to send out. It might be making some scary phone calls, but it's those needle moving things that are really going to impact the future of your business. Because when you think about it, that little beautiful animation that you're going to do for a reel for Instagram, is that really going to impact your business long term? It can be fun and it can feel like a lovely little shiny thing, but yeah, it can be easy to get swept up, and our time can just be so swept up in those kind of things.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
and even getting caught up in the Instagram scroll.
Yes, absolutely. Haven't we all been there and done that? And the other thing is we really recommend as a CEO to actually track all the things that you're doing so that you are really aware of the things that are making an impact on your business. Because often we think, well, I'm working on my marketing strategy. I'm working on this beautiful animation for Instagram. And what we want you to ask is, how well did that perform? How much time did you invest in that? And is that particular task and is that strategy really, really moving the needle? Because if it isn't, then that's when we want you to actually focus on the things that will really, really move the needle. They might be fun, but are they working? We're getting you as a CEO to always pop that CEO hat on and check in with exactly what's happening with your business. So you won't know if it's not performing unless you track it. So we absolutely love that saying, what can be measured can be managed. So you'll know the answer to whether or not this fun thing is actually working for you or not if you measure it. So make sure you do that.
Like that morning spent on Instagram and feeling like you have to show up and wanting to have that beautiful feed, and we could go on and on. Could that have been better spent in a more strategic way, those 3 hours? Could it have been a LinkedIn strategy where you're posting content that really positions you as an expert?
Mm.
So be very
Yeah,
careful
absolutely.
about how
Be
you're spending your
careful.
time. You need to be accountable to your time.
You do, especially for your business, especially because you are the boss, the client, the one making all the decisions, and you need to be accountable for yourself. Okay, so the next one is being 100% committed. Recently, Kris and I watched a beautiful YouTube, I think it was a podcast or it was an interview anyway, at least, with Marie Forleo and Stephen Pressfield. They had a really great conversation that really resonated with us. And it was all about the launch of his new book. And the new book is called Put Your Ass Where Your Heart Wants to Be, which we absolutely loved the title of that book. And we're pretty sure Marie will need no introduction because we all know and love Marie Forleo. And if you haven't heard of Stephen Pressfield, he is the author of The War of Art. So he's a really highly acclaimed author, as well as many other amazing books. So check him out as well. So essentially, the conversation that they had was you really only need to put your ass where your heart wants to be for a certain whatever time you can dedicate per week. But the key is consistency. So if you have got an hour a day, and there's this great little equation that he shared with us, and forgive me, I'll read it because I need to read equations out. So if it's an hour a day is 7 hours a week, which is 30 hours a month, which is 365 hours in a year, which is 9 by 40-hour weeks. So what he's saying is you can be a full-time CEO, not just the designer, the this, the that, the everything else in your business, but full-time CEO in your business for just 1 hour a day. If it's committed and if it's consistent, that you have that 100% commitment to that 10% of the time. So 100% every day, non-negotiable. You turn up at whatever time you're firing on all pistons and you sit down and get your CEO work done. He then shared that story about another famous author who was in the ad industry. He was an ad man and he wanted to become a full-time author. So what he did was he put his ass where his heart wanted to be for 1 hour before he started work every single day. He would get to work, shut his office door 1 hour early. And for that time, he was 100% completely present, completely committed to being an author. Then he would open his door an hour later and he would be the ad man. And in that time, he wrote amazing books. They had this approach. So they carved out the time that it took every single day and they were non-negotiable about it. They sat there every single time, every day for that hour. They gave that to where they really wanted their heart and their passions to be. So we need that level of passion for our businesses. We want you to really look at it like that. Like, how can I highly prioritize, 100% commit to my business? Where is that time and how much time do I have?
Yes. And there was a key word in there, being present. So that presence is so important to whatever you're doing, whatever you're focused on, be 100% present to it. So whether you are doing your client's beautiful project or you are working on the CEO aspect of your business and those tasks, you be 100% committed and 100% present in that moment to it. Same goes for, if you have kids and it's time to be with the kids. That's what balance is really about, I think, being present in the moment. And it's also about that whole idea of that author who went in an hour earlier, who carved out that time, probably had to get up an hour earlier, probably had to watch 1 hour less television the night before as well to be able to have the energy to wake up 1 hour earlier. So we're making choices here all the time. So that brings us to our next point, which is make working on your business a priority. It needs to be a priority. And because you can say, of course it's a priority. Like, my whole life is swept up in this. Like, my whole business is a priority. But is it really? Is working like a CEO, working to move the needle, is it really a priority? Are your actions really showing this? And this is where we're really going to put on our business coach hats on here. Because if you are staying up 1 hour later to watch Netflix as a reward, for a reward for like, gee, I worked hard today and I need these rewards, rather than getting your ass out of bed to do the thing that needs to be done in that hour, well, then you're not really making it a priority, are you? And I remember hearing this concept, and it was like a little bit of a kick in the guts for me quite a few years ago now. We went, actually, Don and I went together. We went and saw this really amazing health expert. Her name's Dr. Libby Weaver.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we went and saw her, and she was talking about women's health and that it applies to anybody's health. And it was about, she said something like, it's okay if it's not your priority. It's fine. It's fine. But just fess up that it's not a priority. Admit it. And I was like,
Yep.
oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Eating the, the hot chips or French fries or whatever has been my priority in terms of like the scheme of things. Okay. All right. Or not taking my vitamins or eating nutritious food has not been a priority. All right. So she also said this in a blog post that I found. Not doing these things that maintain our own well-being is often clothed in statements like, I just don't have time for that. You can relate to that, right? I just don't have time for that. And that's probably true. Yet it is only true because we don't prioritize them. We always make time for things we prioritize.
Yeah.
We always do. And if you think about it in your own life, you do. You know, if you're sick, you stop work, right? Because your priority is getting well. You just can't actually do it. It's kind of, the choice is actually ripped away from you, but we prioritize things all the time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Family is a big priority for a lot of us. If we are parents and our children are sick at school and the school phones us and says, you've got to come get your child, well, it's an absolute priority. We don't go, oh, might do that later. We can't. It's a priority. Family are a priority. And I think that's the thing. We always find time for the things that we prioritize. It's amazing how in an afternoon where this just happened to me recently, had a full afternoon, a 3-hour block of time locked in on tasks to do, and then a family curveball hit. Well, I had to prioritize the family. So I made it happen. And I also got the work done. So it's incredible how you can really make things happen when you are prioritizing your work first, a non-negotiable, making it non-negotiable. I think that's the key. And that leads us to our next point. Make it non-negotiable. Like literally schedule it and show up. It's like sit in the seat is what we're saying. And it's like compounding interest. You will get the benefit. Your business will get the benefit. Your clients will get the benefit. When your business is elevating and you are elevating, the experience and transformation for your clients is also elevating. Everything is winning when you are prioritizing your business, because that's the reason clients come to you, for the experience that you are offering, for the transformation that you are going to provide them. And if that whole journey with you has been strategically and conceptually considered because you've had time to do it, because you've prioritized time to do it, then the whole experience for them is elevated, which leads to trust, which leads to respect, which leads to repeat business, which leads to referrals, which leads to more beautiful business with new clients. So it's so important to really prioritize your business, prioritize popping that CEO hat on, prioritize getting that ass in the seat and doing the work. And if that feels a little bit like, I don't want to be thinking like that, then think of it as energy. Put your energy where your heart wants to be. Put that, because wherever we bring our energy and we're accountable for the energy that we bring to every situation, then wherever your energy is, make sure it's where your heart wants to be, especially for your business.
Are you suggesting that people don't like the idea of like asses, Donna?
Yeah, I'm thinking, are we going to offend someone with an ass?
I was just thinking like, because we don't like half-assed anything, right? Let's not be half-assed with our CEO stuff. We want to have like full asses on the chair. No half-assed. Well, no half-hearts or no half-asses.
That's right. That's right. Oh, no. Honestly, I think everybody's getting the point, right? I think it's all quite clear. What we're saying here is you need to carve out time. You need to prioritize. Yeah. It needs to be non-negotiable. You need to pop that ass, that heart, and that energy in the seat for your business, and show up and be present. That keyword that we spoke about a little bit earlier. When you are fully present for your business, magical things happen. It really does. It's magic. Your business elevates in a way that will astound even you, I think. Sometimes when we really are completely present and things start to happen and things start to elevate and we're like, this is amazing, all because I showed up and I got the work done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even if it's just for an hour, as long as it's consistent, don't be fooled by the fact that it's just an hour. Why bother? That hour, like Don mentioned before, that compounding interest phenomenon can happen, but with how your business is moving forward. An hour upon an hour upon an hour, it all compounds, and you will be amazed at how far you've come than if you hadn't done it at all. It's going to work. And you might batch it all in one day. You might say, Monday is my CEO day. Or you might say, no, I really think I need to schedule Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or whatever it is for you. This is my non-negotiable. I'm carving it out. Let's do it.
Yeah, absolutely. And trial sometimes. Trial it. So say, oh, I think I'm going to be most on fire in the mornings with this. So give yourself some mornings, then give yourself some afternoons, top and tail the day, trial that, top and tail with say half an hour, 45 minutes and see how that feels. Try it on. It's your business, your way. You're allowed to actually play with it. And you're allowed to say, well, this stuff's not working. That's not working for me at all. I'm going to try something else. As long as you do, as long as you keep making your business a priority and trying on new time frames, trying on new little batches of time, whatever it may be, until you hit the pocket where you go, this is me. This is where I really feel really good and I can be non-negotiable about this time.
Yes. And so let us hold you accountable as well. Send us a message and tell us when your time slot is going to be and that you've done it. You've popped it into your calendar and you're going to do it. So send us a DM, and you don't have to do this alone. We can help you. Oftentimes with this sort of thing, accountability is key. We have found this with our own experience in business. Having somebody who's external to the business, our business coach, to run things past, to get the needle moving, to get things done, we can help you. That's why we created the Academy, our 12-week group coaching, learning extravaganza, amazing thing. We just love it so much. And our one-to-one coaching program where you will get private coaching with us, unlimited access to us for a period of 6 months. That is absolutely going to hold you accountable, and you will not know yourself and your business after 6 months working one-to-one with us. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in any of that and you'd like some more information, and we'll link it in the show notes so where you can go to our Work With Us page. However, if you're listening to this on the fly, just send us a DM with the word coach in it or coaching. That'd be fine. Just send it. We'll know exactly what you mean, and we'll send you a link. Yeah. We'll send you a link.
Yeah, absolutely. We would love to hear from you. So we hope that you've gleaned lots of gold from that. And we hope the wheels are already turning and you're thinking either, yep, I do that. I've got my time carved out. My business is a priority and I'm already doing that. So tick, lovely validation. Or you're thinking, okay, where is my pocket? Where is my zone of genius that I'm going to dedicate to my business? So whatever it may be, all the very best with it. And we will see you next time in our podcast.
Have a beautiful week, everybody. Bye.
Bye.